Hey everyone, before the episode starts, I thought it'd be a good thing to do would be to pay our respects to Adam and the situation that unfolded over the weekend, to say that our thoughts and all our love are with the Selwoods. This is now Adam, who sadly passed away, and Troy, who passed away 3 months ago. The whole situation is so sad. It was a bit of a sad weekend, a cloud covered, I think, everyone's weekend, given that when this news broke, and like we always do, you take stock take of how you're feeling in your own mental state. And I think to start the episode, I just want to pass on our love and our thoughts from all the DDF community to the Selwoods, and to those out there who are struggling with their silent battle. Everyone's got a war going on inside their head, but I think that it's always... Unfortunately, it's always a reminder when someone passes away in this circumstance that everyone goes, oh, you should check in with your mates, and you should always be checking with your mates. There's always something going on. And I know a lot of discussion has been this weekend. The AFL needs a mental health round. And sure, that would be great awareness, 100%, but the problem is a lot bigger than a round of football. There's men outside of football, women, people in general, nationwide, who are going through something with their mental health. So, again, look after each other, send out a message to your mates, your family, know that you're not alone. There are so many resources out there. Let's break the stigma of trying to win this battle by yourself, because there are so many options out there for you to soundboard off people, to talk to unpack whatever you're going through. And we hope that you use those outlets to do so. So, once again, our thoughts are with the Selwoods at this time.
They don't have a forward line. They could barely field a team, and we lose to that. Oh, what the biggest shock in the fuck! Kinda knew something bad was coming. The bad thing was the dogs at Marvel. You guys are too small. Really good after him. Yes, North. Rebuild let me do some stuff. We're back. Nobody, you kidding me? No way. You have no right doing that. You've got no right going up to Brisbane and giving the reigning premiers the business like that. That is unreal. Fly, Eagles, fly. Ow, ow. I don't even know there's an Eagles sound. Who cares? It's a victory sound. It's a victory eagle soaring through the skies out west tonight. Unreal. You're back after a single win. Ross isn't the boss anymore. Ross is not the boss. Saints just did a Carlton. They did a Carlton, just lost to the worst team in the comp. Saints stink.
All right, big round of football. What are you wearing? Absolutely not.
I shouldn't be here. I told you I was sick.
Not happening. Not happening. Absolutely no way. You're not sick.
I am. I'm really...
You were at the corner last night. You're not sick.
I was starting to get pretty sick.
You're not.
Towards the end
You're
there.
not sick. You're not. I know what you're trying to do here. I know exactly what you're trying to do. And you tried doing a message last night saying you weren't feeling well, that you had a bad curry.
Yeah,
that those
I don't feel
those
well.
things are not true. You just know the music's playing and you don't want to face it. After I gave you an absolute, like the biggest warning that this would happen. So you're not sick. Take your mask off.
So I have to stay.
Yes, you have to stay. You have to stay. You have to face this, because this is, I know it's going to be hard for you, but you have to unpack what happened yesterday.
All right, I'll stay under one condition.
Yeah.
I've brought something else in for my face. Because the reviews about my beard shave were honest.
Yeah.
So I have just brought in a fake beard just to,
Because they were really honest. People said they thought we had a new intern doing the run sheet.
Oh, and I thought he did a great job. So I'm going to, put this on. And that'll make me feel a bit better about my appearance. Speaking of appearance, something going on in your world there?
Going on in my world. I feel a little older. I feel a lot older having to watch the Carlton Football Club every week. Mm-hmm. For sure. I think it's starting to show. Every round of football is just so exhausting. As I move my lips out the way. So exhausting. So I'm over it completely. I've changed my tune completely on this football club. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out on them. I can't age like this.
No.
It's way too much.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. So
I don't know where to go to from here. I thought that the bottom of the barrel, we'd been scraping it.
Mm-hmm.
No, turns out there's a deeper bottom of the barrel.
There's more.
Way more. Together we look like fucking morons. Look at, you've got a fake beard on and I've got a mask on.
This feels like a completely normal Monday to me.
I'm just like, when's it end? When does it end, actually?
Well, I think the scary part is it might not, right? Like,
Might
are we
not.
at the bottom? I don't know.
I know I'm not going to be around to see any success, so I've come completely full circle in agreement to terms on that, which is great. So, as you said, a big round of football, bit of housekeeping we should do. Off the bat, not allowed to say a lot about Nick anymore.
Right.
Don't want to
Something's
say
happened.
what Nick,
Okay.
but got another phone call saying he's not liking the treatment.
From a Nick.
No, from a different guy. His friend who's not a lawyer.
Right.
Just want to make that clear. So we can't say anything about him anymore, about him calling us twice, 3 times to try and stop talking about him. Can't even comment about him.
Just moving on.
We're told to move on. So good luck to him with everything he's doing.
Yes.
And yeah, let's try and refrain from saying anything about him again. That might upset his feelings because he gets his feelings upset quite easily.
Well, I just want to put on the record that this is very much a you thing and not a me and St Kilda thing. I love him very much. He's still one of my favourite players of all time.
There's that. This is a me and him thing. He is one of the biggest sooks of all time. Getting your friends to call me because you're seeing comments online? Baby. Suki sukulala. Like, absolutely baby behaviour. So fuck it. I'm going to keep saying stuff about him because I haven't even said anything wrong about him. And now we're getting calls from his friends and his lawyers saying, oh, you can't talk about Nick, he doesn't like it, he's been through so much. I get it. I understand that. We haven't said shit all about him. He just got his finger in the wrong pot, saying, I don't like that pot. Yeah, it's not the pot for you. Keep walking. Also, this thing here. So this caught my attention. Now, I just want to put on the record that this is not me. There's a profile going around on Hinge of some guy who sounds just, and I'll admit, he sounds a lot like me. It is not me.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure. Play the tape, and I can guarantee it sounds a lot like me. It is not me.
Yes, I can see ya. We matched on Hinge and I wanna meet ya. Can I see your beaver? If I can, I'll have to leave ya.
That's not me.
You can't tell me that's not you.
That's not me. I know it
You would have to admit it sounds exactly like you.
It sounds exactly like me. It sounds like there's some kind of AI tool out there that is not me. I cannot stress that enough. It's been said to me so many times. It's not me. It's not me. Play it again. This isn't me.
Yes, I can see ya. We matched on Hinge and I wanna meet ya.
That's not me. It sounds like me though.
Can I see your beaver?
That's not me. I would never say that.
If I can, I'll have to leave ya.
Okay, a couple of things. One, married.
Yes.
With a beautiful daughter.
Yes.
Never would go on Hinge. Wouldn't even know how to open Hinge and work the Hinge. Second, would never send a voice note like that.
You don't have the social confidence to do something
Absolutely
like that.
not.
No.
Absolutely. So that's not me. So let's get ahead of that. It's not me at all.
I think, though, that you owe it to the good people of the Hinge community, though, to redo it then. Because it sounds like you. It might as well be you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds exactly like me. But
Yes.
if you're going to use something, like use something from the podcast.
Yes. So I've got the sexy bitch audio here,
Okay.
and I wouldn't mind you doing a version for them that they can actually use.
Hit me easy. If you want to use something, use this.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, where's the beat here?
Here we go. Here we go.
Yes, I love Cripper. Oh, no, good. We matched on Hinge and I want to meet ya. Can I see your waiter? We can watch the Blues and then I'll leave ya.
Perfect. So clip that up.
Clip it up and you use it on your Hinge profile.
We want to see everyone's Hinge
like that.
with
Yeah,
that clip.
this pic of me and this mask. That'd be great. Okay, what's else on the housekeeping list here? Oh, yeah. You asked this question, which I actually loved.
Yes.
I absolutely loved. Do you want to take it away or do you want me to take it away?
Yeah. So I love these scenarios.
Yeah, we do. We like these ones.
Now, this is for everyone out there as well. You can have $1 million right now.
Okay.
I'll just, like, no strings attached. I'm giving you $1 million.
Yeah.
Or you can have $1 billion. But here's the thing. You have to play in an AFL season and kick a goal. Now, the rules around it are, and there are a few, you're the sub.
Yep.
So you don't have 4 quarters every weekend to do this.
Okay.
I think the other key is you're not playing for a big team. So you're playing for a bottom half team that's struggling.
St Kilda for sure.
And the other big one is that throughout the year, the club that you are playing for are looking after you with rent, food,
Yeah.
transport, like they got your car, all of that. If you don't score this goal, you have to pay them back at the end of the season. What do you think you're taking?
I mean, surely everyone's just going for $1 billion. Like, I get that you have to pay the club back if you don't, like, say you don't
What
have
sort of
that
tab
money.
do you reckon you could rack up, though? Like, with that, it would be, you know.
Say you're paying for your rent, obviously, all your food,
Yeah.
just everything you need to get by or survive as a sub in the AFL.
Yep.
And I think you'd be banking on the fact that I'm going to live a good lifestyle, knowing that I'm probably going to kick a goal and get $1 billion.
Yes.
But also, if you, as a sub for a bad team, you might only be playing a quarter or a quarter and a half, at max a half for a bad team. So you're coming on when they get absolutely smashed, really. All they need is like injection of pace or some fresh legs.
Yes.
So I'm going to say I'll be a sub for 24 games, and I'll take my chances with the $1 billion.
I think it helps. I mean, you've kicked a goal, so you know that you can do it.
That's the other thing. This is right now, as in tomorrow, you're in the AFL system.
Yes, true.
So for me, been there, done that, bought the T-shirt. For you, or for anyone else who hasn't played AFL football, weird.
Can't relate. Don't understand.
No, for those people who haven't done that, it'd be like, it's very hard to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to plug myself in an AFL team and kick a goal and I get $1 billion. So that's not an easy thing to do.
I think for once in these scenarios, I'm going for the $1 billion. I'm convinced I'd be able to kick a goal. Surely I'd be able to just out the back.
Pop up somewhere.
Yeah. I would duck for a free.
It's so much harder than you think.
No, I would assume it's pretty hard. But one?
You reckon you can pop up somewhere?
One?
But what's your range? So inside 50, if you get a mark, what inside the inside 50 do you need to be in, do you reckon? Like inside 30?
Well, I don't want to say anything too cocky for then you are going to make me prove it.
Yeah.
But I reckon I can kick 40 pretty comfortably.
People are saying like kicking 50 is actually really hard.
Well, I think a lot of people would fall under the category that I'm in, which is you can kick 50, but realistically with
A bounce.
people in the square,
Yeah.
they'd probably touch it. But
Yeah.
40 with a slight wheel around, I think I'd be okay.
So you're comfortable with 40?
I think I can do 40. I think I could do 40.
Okay. All right then. We'll see what people say. I think people say that, yeah, it's very... I'll take this mask off. The mask was like inside my eyeball.
Right.
People are saying, no, it's actually really hard to kick 50. Like, they find it extremely...
What can you kick?
Like 55 probably?
Yeah.
With
Comfortably?
With a wet ball?
With a wet ball?
Nah, probably. I didn't have a big leg. I kicked one goal from outside 50 in my playing days, but it's not about me, really, guys. It's really not. That was once. Port Adelaide at
Sorry.
Amy Stadium, old Amy Stadium.
It's not about you at all. I'm just
And-
looking
and-
around. DDF.
And I brushed Gaz off as well.
That's true. You did do that.
So we've seen that
And
one.
you kicked one from the line. So that's...
Jackie Chan.
that was pretty good.
See, I've kicked 7 of them. So I'm like back to that scenario. I know how to do it.
You're a billionaire. Like, you would get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But for like someone like, we got people upstairs. If you just plucked anyone upstairs and said, go do this thing, they'd be like, oh, that'd be so hard.
I reckon Electric could get one.
He could get one for sure. Nah, Electric sucks football. He can't do that.
I'd go for it, and I'd kick 40. I'd one
Okay.
in the year.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Also on this is now it's groundbreaking. So we broke the umpires app, which might have sent the league into spiral mode last week.
Small panic.
Given them that audio got leaked out, also got another call from people saying, "Hey, can you stop directing people to hack the umpire system?" So I'm not sure if that was part of the leak that came out, but last week was a busy week for the phone.
Yes.
We also are starting to break the legal streams
at the pubs for Fox Footy, KO specifically.
Yes.
You broke this story saying, yeah, the pubs have to pay for it. I went, what? Surely it's
You
just
thought
free.
it was just if you had KO, you could use it.
Surely Greg has a subscription that he's paying, $40 a month and says, oh, the pub can use it as my second profile. Nah. You have to pay the league and Fox a subscription, which is $40K a year to then show it at your pub. And lo and behold, this week, massive pub watch, logo watch. We have some legal streams out there. The glass of beer, I think.
So it is a pint.
It's a pint. A pint of beer behind the Fox Footy logo, which is the top right-hand corner, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
That is a legal streamer. That's a legal pub. A few illegal streams coming through at some pubs.
Really?
Don't want to throw these pubs under the bus, but we're seeing some come through.
So we're starting to ruin it for them now, aren't we?
We are. We're trying to promote, like, we actually want you to be kind of illegal with it. Because we want you to bootleg the football.
Absolutely. Well,
I'm big on bootlegging.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, so we just got to be careful here. So now, I don't know if you opened a can of worms for the KO police or the Fox police to go and find joints, but you'll know when you're in a legal activity.
I got a message. Hang on. Where is it here?
Because it feels illegal as well now. I think if you're at the pub and you're sitting down, you got your fresh beer, you're going, this is going to be great to watch 2 or 3 hours of football, and then you look up to the top right corner and you go, oh, could get raided here. Like, I could go to jail. You're doing something illegal.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually know someone who runs a pub.
Yep.
And they said, heard you guys talking about the Foxtel
God.
officers on the pod yesterday.
Oh, no.
But all you need to do is just generate the icon on the screen. Not a problem.
So they're making their own icon in the screen.
So what you could do, now we're going to even help you. So what I reckon you do is you design you get the width and height of the screen. You go on like Canva, you get the icon, and then I'm sure you could
Overlay
find some place, that essentially prints out a screen over the top. And then you put that over the top.
That's great. That's great. That's
that shouldn't
awesome.
be a problem.
Not a problem at all. So yeah, keep your eye on if you're in illegal activity on the weekend.
Yeah.
If you're breaking the law.
Yeah, just know about it.
Just you know about it and you know straight away. Top right corner, I'm breaking the law.
Yep.
Or actually, I'm watching my footy legally, which is also great. Bit left field here. Eurovision news. So normally I don't go to Eurovision. Didn't know it was on really.
Really?
But then why does it strike me that you'd watch Eurovision? Just
I love
looking at you
Eurovision.
get up right now in your pajamas and your beard.
Yeah, I love Eurovision.
I didn't really know it was on. I know about it, but then I found out and heard that Gojo or Marty Zambardo gave up his local footy career to pursue music, playing for the Imperials Football Club as a teenager, and then played for East Perth in the Waffle. He gave all that away to go do music, and now he's in Eurovision.
Brilliant.
And lost the semi-final, but still, he's out there. His song is very like...
Well, I've got it here.
Yeah, you want to play it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very Yuri. Okay.
I like it.
I love that he's Australian. I love people who have a go. Start with that. Could be the worst song of all time.
That's harsh.
Just to preface.
You're not into the Milkshake Man?
Oh, no, you want to taste little milkshake man. That's pretty
bad.
good. Yeah, it didn't do a lot for me.
Okay. What did you make of Austria's performance? Obviously, they won in the end.
Yeah, they were good. The group. They had a great song. How'd it go?
Oh, yeah, it's a whole thing. But the best was Estonia.
What'd they do?
They did a song about coffee.
Okay, we're going to find this song now.
Yeah, hang on.
Estonia Coffee.
It's so good. You'll love it.
Estonia Coffee.
It's like, mi amore.
Oh, I've got it here.
Let's
Want me to play it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Why does he look like you? Tommy Cash. Oh. That's... Okay, starting to think Eurovision isn't taking this quite legitly. That's also just as bad as Milkshake Man. So I can see what genre they're going for.
Yeah.
Like very catchy, like...
It's camp.
Remember Crazy Frog?
Yeah.
He should have been on there. He would have won for sure. So we're on to Manny Zimbardo. I don't like the song, not for me, but also as I've always said, you have a crack, I'm in your corner.
Yeah,
I love that.
Especially an Australian in Eurovision.
Yeah, we're not even in Europe.
Yep, give it a go.
Mate, he should be Australian Idol. Should have won that. This saddens me, this story.
Oh, mate.
These fucking thugs out at Roseby Turak. After the shit they've gone through, losing by 400, 300 points, having a better week, losing by 250 points, we find out that there's been an arson attempt on the football club rooms. No damage, luckily, thank God, but we're looking for an arsonist here. What are the nerves here? This is the details. The West Coast local was woken by the sound of breaking glass at around 2:45 a.m. and immediately went to investigate the disturbance at the Primrose Street facility. Firefighters rushed to the scene following the call, but arrived to find the blaze already put out thanks to the neighbours' swift action. Police said evidence suggests an object containing accelerant, fuel,
Yep.
Molotov cocktail, was thrown through the window. Obviously, there we go, that makes sense. The damage was contained to minor scorching around the entry points and the broken window itself. Police are now calling for public help to identify a small dark-coloured hatchback seen speeding away from the area immediately after the accident.
Bastards.
That's $5,000 for anyone who's got info on that
Yeah.
right now. You know who did it? Let us know. You give us some evidence as well, we'll give you $5,000. That's bullshit. Not to this club. This is a club that has a spot in our heart. A club of battlers. Already going like up against it week on week, knowing they get the shit beat out of them, and they want to go to their club rooms and light it on fire? Low move. Dirty move.
There's something that really does strike something in you that
That's
it's
shitty.
just pretty shit, isn't it?
Who's second bottom on the ladder in that league? I don't want to point any fingers, but it's very much like what St Kilda should have done to West Coast. Like, hey, if we set light to the joint, they won't knock us off.
Fixtures and ladders.
That's what I'm not pointing fingers again. I just want to know who is second worst team in that comp.
Okay, I'll figure it
Are
out.
they
here.
threatened? Have we questioned them at all? Because we need to find out what's going on here.
Okay, here we go. Ladder at Turner's Beach
Turner's
with just
Beach.
the one win.
I'd be fingerprinting every player, every official. I'd be saying, hey, Turner's Beach, just come into the cop shop for a second.
Jesus. So I'm just having a look at this ladder.
What happened?
The updated
Oh, God.
percentage,
Yeah, no.
0.51.
0.5%.
And then we're only 5 games in.
Yeah.
Mott and Preston, who are only second on the ladder, clearly had a big victory, I would have assumed, against Roseby Turak, because their percentage is already 535.
Oh, my God. We'll get there. I think early July is the date we're looking at.
Yeah, okay.
So we are going there. We got to now obviously try and find the person who tried to burn the place down and then help rebuild this great club. So
Yeah.
work on some things. We hang in there, Roseby Turak. Hang in there.
Yeah,
It's
we've got you.
Hey, it's gonna get better off the field. It'll 100% get worse on it.
Yeah.
Like it just will. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but that's like where results are going. So
Yeah.
we're going to try and raise some troops and help you guys out. Not big on NRL at all, but we had a Dandas NRL crossover this week.
Yes.
Weirdly, some things happened. Now, I saw probably the best try I've ever seen in my life. I haven't seen many tries, but this thing, I was like, okay, regardless of sports that you actually follow or, things that get you excited, I was like, this great athleticism got me up and about. Mark, Noah Kanatawas. Don't know how to pronounce it.
Do you reckon feeling good about that one?
Mark Noah Kanatawasi.
Hang on. So, Nawaq.
Nawak. Anita.
Anita, yeah.
Anita Maxwell.
Wase.
Awazi.
Wazi.
Nawak Juanita Wazi. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. People try and pronounce it. I was like, guys, I'm not going to do that. But
Nawakanita Wazi.
no one of Phrases had the best try of all time. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
The double step, brush 2 tackles, kick it with your foot that's in the air already, then get a try steal. Unreal.
I need to know more about the rules around a try and so it seems to me like the ball can remain in play, you can go out,
I think you can go out.
but you can only touch it if you're in bed. Yeah, I'd just like to know a bit more about it.
Someone's
but-
going to message us on YouTube or just in DMs, be like, you guys are so wrong. You know nothing about the NRL. We don't. I do know that they hate calling it rugby. Like, you can't call it rugby. They're like, no, if you do that, it's blasphemy. How dare you insult us like that?
So it was a pretty good rugby game.
It was a great rugby game.
Yeah.
Great rugby game. And then also, Xavier Coates took Mark of the Year. Generally, like one of the biggest grabs you'll ever see in the wrong code. So I don't know if he's thinking about doing a crossover soon, but we could use him in the forward line at Carlton for sure. Did you see it as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got up there. Is he a Storm player or not?
Don't know.
No, I don't think so.
This is where we're at with our
This is where
knowledge,
we're at,
but we're
so-
not pretending that we know.
But it was great. It was great. And Origin's coming up as well. Now, I don't like NRL rugby, as I said, but I like Origin. There's something about two states that generally hate each other.
Yes.
Go out and beat the shit out of each other. And there's general blood. Like, people get knocked out. Like, it's very, very... I'm all about that.
I can picture it.
I love it.
Queenslander.
No, I've changed to New South Wales.
What?
They're way cooler. Yeah, I had a brand deal with them last year, Queensland. I've gone off them. I'm New South Wales now.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're just cooler. Some of the players they have these guys are fucking sick.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's...
And I think they listen to 1-4 as well. So that's got me immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not much you can do
1-4.
about
1-4 is a
that.
new song. I wanted to get them to the grand final, but apparently there's some security issues about maybe getting them to Melbourne.
Sure.
Right. As in, they legally can't play in venues. So watch this space. Oh, here we go. We got the this is how you say his name, which I thought I was right, but obviously now I'm wrong about it.
Nawakonitawazi. Mark Nawanganitawaze.
Oh,
Yeah, so you say like, Nawanga, where's my car keys? That's kind of like the rhythm you go with.
Yes, that's exactly
Nawanganitawaze.
it.
Not bad.
Nawanganazi.
No, Wangataze, Wamaze.
Mark Nawangatasi.
Say what again? No,
I said it faster in Welsh. Say faster. That's Welsh version.
Nawakanaknays. No, I'm done here.
Boys, it's simple. No wanga nita waze.
the one guy needs to know what. Fuck me.
Nawinga.
Yeah.
Nawinga Nitanawazi. Nawinga Witawaze.
Look, whatever it is, he's very good at football.
Oh, yeah.
He's very good at football. Now back to AFL. So ladder impact, 0 at all. The 8 didn't move. Didn't budge. We swapped Collingwood and Brisbane from 1 to 2. Collingwood now go 1. But outside that, nothing changed.
Pretty rare that happens.
Rare round. And everyone now has finally won a game. What on the West Coast, which we will unpack for sure. But before we do all of that, let's get into some hotline quickly.
Richmond does footy. Yeah, yeah. Richmond does footy. Yeah, yeah. Richmond does footy. Yeah, yeah. Hotline, yeah. Richmond does footy. Yeah, yeah. Richmond does footy. Yeah, yeah. Richmond does footy. Yeah, yeah. Hotline, yeah.
All right, let's get into them. I cannot see these being great for you, Ollie. Just a heads up. It's like, I think there's what we got here, 10. So my general vibe before I open one will be you'll be copying a lot of criticism.
Okay, so
Which
you know
is-
that. Yeah.
Which is what, now I say it, normally I'm on the end of this because we've had the Thursday primetime game into a Friday app, and that's when obviously the shit gets poured all over my face. And now that we've had a Friday game, the whole round seems like a lifetime ago, which I don't kind of hate.
Sure.
Because I've kind of forgot about it, but as soon as we unpack it, which we will soon in the round recap, all those feelings will come back to life. But now that I moved past where you're in the shit right now.
I'm in the eye of the storm for
You're
sure.
feeling it. So what do we got here?
Hey, Little Dan and Big Ollie. It's Kieran from SA calling. Just a bit of a different hotline one for you today. So I'm not actually complaining about any of the teams, umpires or anything, but actually towards Big Ant Studios, the producers of AFL 26.
No.
Do you know how much money they spent on that game? And why is that not money spent towards the actual umpiring and state of the game? Because that is genuinely the biggest waste of time I think I've ever played. Like, seriously, I can get a vlog going of Dan Does AFL 26 because it's actually such a shit show. Anyway, love what you boys are doing. And, yeah, go Lions. Cheers.
Well done. Okay. So have you played it yet?
Well, no, I put up a story the other day saying, is it worth it? Or do I start Hogwarts Legacy again? It's $100.
Okay. We'll get it. We'll write off on tax and get it up here.
Oh, nice one. Yeah,
Done.
appreciate
So
that.
maybe should we vlog it? Maybe.
Yeah, we'll give it a
first
go.
day?
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure this is actually quite cool. The first game, I believe that you kind of have to play, like maybe while
Oh yeah,
the
it
game
loads.
is loading or whatever. Is at Norwood.
That's very cool.
It's kind of cool.
Soccer oval. That's cool. That'd be a lot of turnover cities.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see you moving your lips like a lot of pubes in your mouth. You okay there? Like you're just doing a lot of
No,
spitting.
I forgot what it's like to have a beard. It's
It's from Tyler Martin.
I'd rather shove chopsticks
Oh,
up
God.
me asshole and then shove them
Please be
into
saints.
my
Please be
eyes
saints. Please be saints.
than be a Carlton supporter right now, Richo. I genuinely feel very sorry for you, mate. But I also don't at the same time.
Thanks.
Like, it's just genuine hate towards Carlson. I fucking hate Carlson. But, like...
I get it.
It's fine, Richo. Like, you'll get him next week, right? Right, Rich? You'll get him next week. Yeah, you'll get him.
Nah, we fucking won't because we absolutely suck. We're ass. Who's that? Oh, I'm not doing Geelong stuff anymore. Geelong fans up about again.
Yeah, g'day. It's Ollie Gill here at the corner.
Oh my
Pretty
God.
fucking pissed off right now. Someone was throwing ice at me. I'm not having fun. Now I have to go to work tomorrow. Think that's going to be fun? I genuinely should have stayed in Tassie. I should have done the show remotely. I'm not enjoying myself. I don't like this.
So it's so weird, man, because that's you, and you said you were feeling sick, but really now we just know.
Could you not hear it?
No,
That sounded-
no. You sound like you're angry at the corner.
I was a bit angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
took
great.
myself away.
Love that.
So someone threw ice
Yeah.
at me and my mate, so that was good.
West Coast fan.
Oh, yeah,
Not good.
Wasn't happy.
Damn, man. Man, you're going through it for sure. You're going through it. Riley.
G'day, Richmond, Evelyn Gorringe.
No,
Usually
hold on.
comment-
Absolutely,
Whoa.
absolutely not. My middle name is not Evelyn. Not starting this shit again. Absolutely no way. The Hinge thing, Little Dan. My middle name is John.
Richmond Evelyn Reg.
It's not.
G'day, Richmond, Evelyn
It's
Gorringe.
not Evelyn.
Usually caught most of the flack on here, mate, but this one is for Ollie Gill.
Thank God.
Fuck the Saints. West Coast just fucking pipped ya. How embarrassing. Up the fucking Eagles. And while I'm at it, Ollie, you can't be going on about what players to buy your beers because you got to return the favour first.
Oh, no.
I remember meeting you in the Hobart Casino. I'd had a few beers myself, but you were chucking down 50s, 100s on the table. Bloody Peter Griffin pockets over here. But I bought you a beer, went for a leak, come back, and you were gone. Didn't buy me a beer in return. So how's that one, mate? Fuck you.
You're like Chris Angel over here on the rounds. we got a Houdini shouting some rounds. Chris Angel rounds.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I went down there for my mate's birthday, and he was like, "I'd love to go to the casino." I went, "Not a problem." I don't normally like it, but I thought, I'm going to go all in and do this. So I went to the roulette table on my own, and I think that guy was a minor, and like he was coming over to Tassie for the week, like for work.
Yeah.
And he was a really lovely guy, and we did have a lot of fun at the roulette table. But I'll be honest, I left.
Did you continue drinking somewhere else?
Oh, like not at the casino.
Oh, you just
I think
left completely?
Yeah.
Man, didn't square the ledger.
Well,
Ollie Gill's a classic, don't square the ledger. I'm turning to Chris Angel right now. See you later. Chris Angel ledgers. Okay, that's all right, Riley. If we see you in Melbourne or the corner, because we'll do our best work at the corner, we'll make sure that ledger gets squared away. But okay, Ollie, do you want to keep playing these?
Yeah, go on.
Just wasted 5 hours of my life going to the Lions game to get heckled by the only D supporter in all of Brisbane who's a 50-year-old fucking man. Even set the dogs off. I was screaming that loud. What is this? What are we? Help.
Yeah, Brisbane. I'm going to get into them later, but confirmed. I confirmed everything I knew about them frauds.
Yes,
absolutely confirmed.
Hey boys, it's Rob here, long time listener, second time caller. Just wanted to say, Big Ollie, mate, I feel so bad for you tonight. Losing to West Coast, that's horrible. Dan, look, I like you, mate. You make me laugh.
Thanks, brother.
But I hate Carlton, so I can't feel sorry for you. Being a doggy supporter, I'm up and about at the moment. Just got a quick question for you fellas. Should I book grand final week off work? Like, is it too soon? Should I have the lid on? Or should I just get grand final week off because the doggies are going to the grand final? Let me know. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Robbie. Appreciate ya. I think that's a fair question for all teams who are now probably in the top six. Can you see who's in the top six? If you're on the top six team right now, I think given that it's May, pretty much June, got a couple months left to go of the footy season, or couple months and a half, or whatever it is. Now's the time where you start looking at September and going, okay, could be the biggest weekend of my life. I probably should start putting in some leave.
Yeah, absolutely. So in first place, we've got Collingwood, then Brisbane, then the Gold Coast Suns. Then in fourth spot, we've got Hawthorn. Western Bulldogs in fifth. Adelaide Crows in sixth, but on the same amount of points. In seventh is Geelong.
Okay, so those seven, I think you can start eyeing off September that week and say, I'm just taking 5 days off here.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think it's in my head, you're getting maximum bang for your buck if you go Thursday to Thursday. That would be my...
So Thursday before the Friday parade.
Yes. So you get a...
Oh, you can celebrate it or commiserate it.
And then you can celebrate it after. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Remember when you went on that 2-man footy trip? Mad Monday?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that yet or not?
No, maybe not yet, but Jackson knows.
Little Richmond, Ollie, how are we, boys?
Not great.
I'm here after West Coast's triumphant win, and I just want to tell Ollie the Saints can fuck off and march back to Melbourne without 4 points. They put on an absolute masterclass on how not to play football. Harley Reid's the best player in the club. Bailey Williams is the greatest ruckman of all time. Jake Waterman's a top 5 forward ever. West Coast, I've broken the drought, and we're going to win the flag this year. Up the coast.
Yeah. Yeah, did you have any feedback from Aisle29 this week? Or not?
Feedback as in...
Like any catchy songs about celebrating being the worst team in the comp?
No, well, I tell you what, I did start the Jack Higgins chant at the corner last night. Did not go down well.
No, it wouldn't have.
No.
It wouldn't have. Did you activate the burner account and start applying some stuff? Because my burner account got heavy. Got busy on Friday night.
Very busy, yeah. No, but I had a look in.
Let's play one more here. Who's this? Froth.
Hey boys, it's the Froth Father here. Just reflecting on the weekend that was.
Self-proclaimed.
Essendon got absolutely pants versus the Dogs.
Yep.
I really, really hate 5-year-old me for choosing to support this team. But luckily, a few other teams brought me a bit of joy this weekend. Carlton losing to Sydney is laughable, considering these guys think they're going to win a premiership. And to watch Ollie's mob go to West Coast and lose is hilarious. So, at least I'm not those guys.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I think once your team gets absolutely embarrassed, and it's early on the round, so you got maybe a Saturday and Sunday to think about it, there's nothing more than doing a hate watch on another team to do worse than your team, so you don't get the brunt of the media.
And it doesn't help that we were the last game. Does it really? It was perfect for everyone.
Yeah, last game graveyard's like front of mind for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, one more here.
Meow.
Not doing this again. Not doing that again this week. Absolutely, I fell for that last week. I'm not doing that again. Absolutely not. We're not doing meows for 30 seconds. All right, before we unpack the round that was, let's do our big performance of the round. Brought to you by Pilot. So we're picking the person or team who backs against the wall, bit limp, bit flaccid, hadn't been going that well, rose to the occasion, had a big performance, and we looked no further than the West Coast Eagles in general.
Well done.
What an absolute week of football from this football club. Pressure was on. Obviously, they had the emotion of Adam, which was great in itself, that they could do that for the Selwoods and show a little bit of a nice little tribute and respect and how much they maybe, I don't know if they rose to the occasion because of the back of that emotion, but just putting that extra effort this week in a big week for the football club.
Yeah.
And they're the big performers around. They were great. Like, a lot of people hadn't picked them to win a game. We hadn't all year. And for them to be like, no, not to copy this. We're going to actually play some good football. We're going to look like a football team. We're going to sound like a football team. Oscar Allen got busy. We'll unpack it further on because it's the last one that we will unpack that and we'll give you the floor to do that. But for me, Pilot big performance of the round was the Eagles. They were fantastic. Do you want to say anything nice about them before you get angry?
No, they absolutely deserved it. Well done. I think Minnie McWalter's celebration postmate could have been a bit more.
What do you do?
Just shook a few hands in the box.
Nah, you got a fist pump.
Yeah.
You need to talk to Ken Hinkley.
Oh, yeah.
Still celebrating. Yeah.
I would have liked that, but no, thoroughly deserved. Well done.
They were. So well done to them. Pilot performance of the round. And as we say, Pilot is here to back you up when it counts. Pilot helps you perform at your best by offering real evidence-based treatments from trusted doctors, all discreetly delivered online. You could have gone discreetly this weekend.
Absolutely.
Around town. Pilot helps do that. No awkward visits, just results. Just like the big performance of the round, Pilot ensures you're always ready for your moment, no matter the pressure. When you need to step up, Pilot's got your back because everyone deserves to feel like they can have a big performance when needed. Head to pilot.com.au and use code word DDF for 20% off at checkout. Go check it all out. All right, let's do it. Round recap. Let's get mine out the way first. Obviously, because we haven't unpacked it, it was the first game off the back of Thursday Night Football. SCG, slippery cricket ground. Really was. Started off absolutely horribly. They had a ticketing system failure. I don't know if you saw this, but the turnstiles of the SCG broke down. That meant that everyone who wasn't in the ground had to have their tickets manually checked. every ticket was manually checked.
Christ, that would have taken forever.
Because in the broadcast, you go, oh, no one's going to the ground tonight. Like Sydney,
Attention
spans
yeah.
for it. And I think this game was Sydney, let's fuck game. Hinge.
That's exactly what it was.
Was it? Was it this round or was it other?
Wait, what do you mean? I know that they do the date or the...
They do the date and the catch-up.
Yeah.
And they go to the bar. I think it's all brought to you by Hinge for sure. Mate, Hinge aren't paying us shit for this. We get so much out of it. But I think it was the game where Sydney were like, yeah, we know we have Hinge Stadium. Go and meet other Hinge people at a bar near the ground, then go to the game. We'll put you in a little area.
I thought that it was every home game. Or
No.
do they select it right?
It was a big let's fuck game.
Let's fuck.
So, and they did fuck. Like, they definitely did. They fucked Carlton, for sure. So, like, my biggest fears about this team have all come to light. They're just bubbling away on the surface. And I kind of knew, like, yeah, this is the low point where we're at now. The season's been very much up and down, roller coaster. But then I was like, oh, I haven't felt this low before.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're on a roller coaster and your stomach drops, like it dropped to new, like stomach was in my balls, kind of like that's tingly.
Mhm.
That's not good. That's not fun at all. And I had all the expectations that this team might prove me wrong,
Mhm.
maybe in Sydney, given that Sydney have no one, but they proved me right about how I feel about them. And I know it's gonna be a long season. I know it's gonna be long. I know we're gonna be bad forever, and we're just wasting our superstars' prime years. Our coach has no idea how to coach. And we've got a bunch of guys who turn up every week who are superstars. And then there's 3 or 4 guys that I have no idea who they are. And they're running around. And that's exactly what this team is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I looked up and saw Francis Evan at one point. I was like, hey, Francis, like, when did you get on the team? When did you start being on the list? Like, he was there. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I have no idea what he's doing in the SCG in the Carlton Guernsey. And nothing's changed. We're still the Blues. We looked horrendous. And Michael Voss, I'm going to say this, lovely guy. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. Did a citizen's arrest, great member of the community, really shitty coach. Like, that's where we're at the moment. And people are going to say, oh, you can't blame the coach. Well, no, something like has to... the players, for sure, we know what they can do. They've shown what they can do. Geelong games. Every second week, we seem to put in a decent performance. And then we just have these weeks where it's the same game plan and we just hope the other team doesn't score more than what we're scoring.
Mhm.
Let's try and defend them into the ground so they can't beat us. I don't know what we're doing. We go from above average to slightly above average or slightly below average any given week. We're never great. We're never great. And I'm just fucking over it. Like, Michael Voss, good bloke, bad coach. Coach like a coward. And we've handed this game away once again. We've done it 4 or 5 times this season, and I'm completely over it. Last quarter, all we have to do is just compete. Just compete. Just stay in it. Kick 1 goal, kick 2 goals, and compete, and we completely rolled over. And he coached like what do? We watch it unfold. We didn't change anything. Isaac Heaney was literally the only guy out there who could beat us. So surely you go, oh, maybe the guy who's had 38 and 7 shots on goal, maybe we should stick someone on him. Or maybe, hey, the way that we're playing right now, we've only kicked 4 goals after quarter time, or maybe less 3 goals. Maybe we should start doing some attacking moves here to try and be like a, fuck it, let's roll the dice on this. We need a fuck it coach. Like, we need a guy who's going to be like, you know what, Ross Lyon's a fuck it coach. We need a guy who's going to be like, you know, I'm not going to lose here in a battle of, 70 to 60, or I'm not going to lose here when I can see it unfolding and I'm not going to change anything. We need someone who's going to go, fuck it, let's get blown out by 6 goals instead. I'd rather than get blown out by 6 goals, just going for it. Going for it. A fuck it guy.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a fuck it guy. So, and I can't believe some players haven't gone, hey, what the fuck are we doing? Because now the messaging is the same post-game all the time. We'll stick together, we'll review it, we'll be better, some good learnings out of it. Yeah, I'm sure there are learnings, but let's change something. Let's do something different. Please, give us a different look.
Well, the thing about learnings is you take it on board, right? You learn from them.
You think you would. I don't know what this team is anymore. I saw Jordan Boyd leading out a full forward.
That was odd.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what is Charlie was kicking to Jordan Boyd at the square. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah.
This.
No, you guys are in the wrong spot. Like, we gotta swap this around. So everything sucked. Our small forwards are non-existent. I'd actually rather us play no small forwards.
Yep.
Just give Harry and Charlie the 50 and say, just work it out. Our mids will actually come in after they kick it and apply some more pressure. So everything sucks. Everything's the exact same. It's been the exact same in the past 30 years. I've resigned myself to the fact we're not playing finals and we don't even have a first round pick in the draft this year. So this is the worst year of my life. Is that clear to everyone? You sickos and perverts that tune in to see that?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So grim. So grim. There's actually no light in the tunnel.
No.
So I'm sitting in the real realms of like this season will just be wasted, and yeah, sure we'll have some good wins here and there. I'm sure we'll knock off like a top 9 team, 10 team, and that will feel like the flag is definitely back on the radar. But really, our reality is we're just going to finish like 12th to 15th.
Do you foresee it being from now until the end of the season, like a 1 week good, 1 week bad, like up and down, or do you feel like you'll go on a run of either good or bad? Like, how do you what's the vibe you're getting for the second half of the year?
Nah, there's no runs here. I don't think there's any runs here. You remember that time we went 9 in a row, like a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
That vibe's gone completely. That will never happen again. We're not doing that. That's kind of the run we need to go on to make finals now. This is very much a every week roll up and just kind of cross your fingers and hope for the best.
Yes.
But really, you know that, like I keep saying, you know how the game's going to go in the first 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, in the first half, you can even extend it out, maybe the first half. If we're up at halftime, we're in so much trouble. Like, that's not good. That's the worst sign possible. I'd rather be down by 4 goals and then have some like excitement and actually make the boys play some some fuck it football. We don't do that.
It is ridiculous when I think back to the Carlton Saints game and you're up at half time and everyone around me that worked for the club went, "Oh, this is annoying." And I went,
yeah.
I actually feel pretty good about
this.
It's
great.
This is exactly where we want them.
Sydney would have been going, "This is unreal."
Yeah.
Licking their lips going. And they had like, the annoying thing is Sydney, like, congrats to you guys. Let's switch to you guys. You guys were so good. You just stuck in there. You hung around. The only 2 guys that could beat us, Hot Boy Heaney is definitely him. Had 38, 2 goals, 5. Could have had the best game of all time if he had kicked straight. Chad Warner had 30 and 2. So they're the only 2 guys that could beat us. All they do, they beat us.
Yeah.
Like, their forward line was no one, really. Absolutely no one. Just had guys chipping away. Their pressure was so good. Again, they have a bunch of Charlie Horsewaters who I have no idea who they are, but they play good, solid football, good pressure. And, of course, they got the chocolates. Grundy turned into a superstar again.
Yes.
Having shots outside 50 on the run. Like, as soon as that happened in the last quarter, they got a run on, I thought, oh, we're done. And the conditions were not built for that. Everyone goes, you're a contested football team. Nah, Sydney are a real roll the sleeves up team. That's not us. We're very much like, we'll roll them up at the MCG. But not at the
Outside
MCG.
of that, no
Outside
way.
of that, absolutely not. So, Sydney keep their season alive. I actually feel I'm happy for them, which is weird to say, because I like what they're doing. I like Big Dean Cox, but for us, it's just absolute misery. And we're going to sit in it for a while. At least Hinge round went well for them.
Oh, I hope so.
Hopefully. Then we move to Saturday at the Loud House. Pies by 10 points over Adelaide. Continue to be juggernauts. Like, they own the Crows now. Won the last 10 against them, which is just stupid. Like, they're just so good. Their defense of Billy Frampton and a 35-year-old Jeremy Howe against the best forward line, somehow it held up. No Darcy Moore there. Billy Frampton was really good. I know he cops a lot of shit. Everyone takes a piss out of him being a premiership player, but he emptied his pockets and Riley Thilthorpe came out. He was really good on him. The first time Thriller's been goalless all year.
Yeah, true.
And Billy Frampton did that. He's a player. Can't knock a premiership player.
Nah,
he was
God, no.
really, really good. So they're just a complete, feels like their team has been healthy maybe the first couple of rounds of the year, but ever since then it's been guys being rested, guys coming in, guys coming out, and they're still just a system team where it's plug and play. Like, whoever you want to come in and help fill a role, they'll do it for sure. They've got a great system. I am a massive fan of Fly. He doesn't fit the Collingwood culture because I'm built to hate them.
Yes.
But here's a coach where you go, no, I actually really love what he's doing for this group and I respect it, and it annoys me how much I like him because I'm built and made to hate everything about him.
Yes, correct.
He's a great coach. So, and I don't want to say that the umpires gave him goals. They definitely did give him goals. There was 4 goals there that were given directly by umpires. There was also a free there. Wayne Miller, a handball, then got called for a throw. So did that help? Maybe a little bit. But I can't help the fact also that the Crows kept shooting themselves in the foot and were wondering why their foot was sore.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Rankin misses 3, kicks one out the 4. Rochelle has a snap late. But they were brave for sure, but you got to take those opportunities when they come because Pies will hurt you if you don't. So it was good. These two have good games. So I really liked the game, but the Crows just didn't do it. Didn't do it for me. So I don't know how I feel about them because they're a team that were hot early. Now I'm like, oh, are you still going to be good at the pointy end, or was that just a hot run you've gone on and now you're just middle of the pack, out of finals, in finals, maybe fighting for that last 8 spot? I declare them for the flag.
Yeah. There's still, I mean, look, to be totally honest, 10 points at the MCG against the top of the table side, it's not bad.
It's pretty good.
It's hard to do to to get the Pies at home like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I thought it was still pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, it was impressive. And also Nick Dacos is not really going at the moment either.
Yeah.
2 quiet weeks. Real quiet. Went handball merchant on Saturday. Had a lot of handballs. I think he had 18 the week before, so I don't know if he's injured. But he was like leading Brownlow for sure. Now it might be back to the pack. Could have a real fight in his hands right now. So they're built to win it all, Collingwood. Like the way they're playing, I can't see who beats them. Which is so just annoying that we're having polar opposite season. Like Pies can win a flag, have a really shitty season, then come back and be a flag favourite, and then the Blues have the hope a couple of years ago, then go to Brisbane for final, a little bit of hope even though we stink, and now just like, oh, let's go back and rebuild again. But that's just the worst for the league. So we're in trouble. Like they're going to win a flag, and it's just going to be the worst ever because they're all so vocal, and the comment section lit up on DDF, and I'm scared of them. I've pissed a lot of them off.
Yep.
I pissed a lot of Collingwood fans off. So let's see how they go this year. But I'm still doing hate watches on them.
Oh, God, yeah.
Still doing huge hate watches on them. I don't know when they play this week. I think it might probably prime time, given it's them.
Let's have a look. They will be playing 7:35 Saturday night against North Melbourne.
Oh, fuck.
So,
God damn it. North.
Yep.
Unless North, I mean, yeah, North.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
No, they're fucked. They're fucked. The 2 Saturday 4:15 p.m. games, which was extremely hard to watch.
How did you vibe it out in the end? We were confused at the time.
It was really weird. Now, I put on both at the same time.
Yes.
And I gave it 30 seconds each, just to see the vibe of the game and the commentary team.
So then
I heard Kelly and Derm at NG. And you know how I feel about NG already.
Yes.
And I thought, okay, this will be a tough listen right now. So I had them on mute, and I had the Pies Geelong game on the main screen with the volume.
Okay.
No, Port Geelong game.
Port Geelong.
Yep.
And then Giants laptop? How did you do it? Or
Laptop
phone?
for sure. So they're killing some microphones, Derm and Kelly for sure. I mean, I don't know why they're on the same game. Now, it might be a smart ploy to try and get on the same game to get them out of the way and not ruin 2 games of football. Like, let's just definitely ruin 1. But I can't do it right now. And they're probably saying the same about this podcast. People can't listen to this podcast, and that's fine. That's an opinion. You're allowed to have it. Unless you're Nick's friend. You're definitely not allowed to have those. So, back to the Giants in NG. Freo, they make no sense. I don't get this team. I don't. They make no sense to me. I don't get how they pull this off after the month they've had. So they had the game that got them banned from primetime against St Kilda, and then they have the game against Collingwood where Collingwood aren't even trying to win, and somehow they still win. And then they go to the biggest shithole in the league, literally playing in hell. You're playing in the devil's asshole, and they go and pull that off. Like if there was ever a place that you say Freo wouldn't win after all of that, you go, oh, NG Stadium, absolutely no way, and they do it. So I don't get them at all. I don't get them at all. I'd be happy and confused if I went for them. Just, how do you do it? How do you do it every week for our fans? I kind of understand because the Blues are in the same boat, but that's so frustrating. Like, I would have no idea how to read them at all.
No.
At all. Luke Jackson had a big week. He was really good. Really, really good. Now, Kelsey put something up on socials that maybe got broken into. Did you see that on her story?
No.
She said, shout out to this legend for always showing up. I don't know if she said, like, had a great game, but after the week that we've had. And everyone was like, oh, maybe she's just talking about the guy that door stopped him at the airport next to Justin and all the noise around him wanting a trade and not wanting a trade. And then the next story was, like, 2 guys in mask outfits going up to Luke's front door.
Oh, wow.
And then kind of stopped in the backswing of a swing. So I don't know if it was like a knock and run or if it was like 2 guys trying to get in his house.
I think you're masking up to do a knock and run, to be fair.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know. But he was really good. So now the question comes out of this is Sean Darcy, Luke Jackson. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Like, I said it a couple of years ago, you have 2 great rucks, you have no great rucks. You need one stud, and he is a genuine stud. And I think that was the reason why maybe it is his team pushing this out to the media to leak about, oh, he wants to go back to Melbourne because he really just wants to be the number 1 ruck and he wants to get Sean Darcy out of there. Like we know that teams do that and players and management do that to keep their clients, players happy where they are.
Of course.
So if I'm Freo, I'm looking at the situation and going, well, can Sean Darcy play in a forward pocket? Can Sean Darcy fly off half back?
He's pretty good.
Can he play on a wing? Can he do unfortunately for Sean, I don't see him as a forward pocket or a wingman.
Sure.
And he's one of those very rare players nowadays that can only play one spot, which is ruck. Riley O'Brien's the other one. But don't you think there's only really, and probably maybe it's just a ruckman position, but very rare can players now just play, I only play this spot.
That's so true.
Like, he can only play one spot.
That's so true.
And a team that only plays one, going to have to learn how to crumb and kick a snap into the forward pocket.
Yep.
Like, I can't see it happening, so I don't know what they do with him. Massive contract too. Huge contract. Like, a Geelong would look at him. You'd move him for sure so easily.
Oh, God, yeah.
But then you have, okay, well, we'll move him. Well, now the thing is, the honesty of Luke Jackson, what he's saying. Is Luke being honest about saying, I want to stay here? Or is this a thing where they start shopping Sean now and then get to trade period and then Sean goes and Luke goes, got ya. I'm gone as well.
So then you've
So now
genuinely got no
you've shot
rucks.
both your feet off. So I don't know. I know that they have to do everything they can to keep Luke Jackson because he was really, really good. And Shai Bolton lit him up as well. He was unreal. So I'm not sure if the media spurred him on, but it was a real, like, we're pissed off at the media because they never really talk about us, and now they're talking about us because of shit, so let's show them. So I personally am really sorry for not showing enough respect. Like, that's me hand up in the air saying, so sorry. I guys have said I've said some not nasty things, but brutally honest things about your football club.
Yeah, I think that's more it. It was just honest.
Yeah, heave-ho, way to go. And the Giants, absolute confirmed frauds. Off the back of that Geelong game to then going home, pumping it up as well.
Oh, yeah.
Saying, we're glad to be home. All that fake stuff they have to say to be like, yeah, we want people to come watch this game. We absolutely love this stadium. They don't love the stadium. It's a genuine shithole. To go there and shit the bed in the shithole, it was tough to watch. They didn't really fire a shot. Like, it was really not good. Not good at all. So they just can't defend. Like, they can't defend. And we got some stats on this from Statman Deal, but he said they average 58 inside 50s against them. The only team that is worse at allowing inside 50s is West Coast.
There you go.
So they just let you have a look at it
Wow.
over and over again, which is weird because you look at them and go, oh, these guys should be so set up defensively and sound, but they just let you have look after look after look at it.
Absolutely.
So no wonder Sam Taylor's back's just sore as. He's defending for his life back there. And now no Finn Callahan as well. Dislocated shoulder. So they lose him, and they'll lose all that power to stoppages. So they're in a world of hurt.
Oh, yeah.
In a real world of hurt. So I don't know who they have next.
The Giants have... How do we not get that? They got the Blues.
This week?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Where at?
Marvel, remember?
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck.
They bloody good in Marvel.
See, now we've got to the point in the Blues season where I just don't feel confident about playing anyone anywhere.
No, well, exactly
and
right.
now the West Coast beat you guys as well. I'd fucking hate going there and playing that trip. Okay, so Blues, and then Blues have a bye, which would be a good...
Yes.
I mean, that's almost like, hey, during the bye, boys, we should perform an exorcism on everyone here.
And
just
good chance to.
Get rid of, like, all the bad spirits that are inside us.
Yeah.
And I can help run it. Okay, so they're going to go to Marvel and definitely now have a revenge game against us and beat us there. That's fucking unreal. Port... Well, at least Port stink.
Oh.
Port stink once again, losing 76 points to the Cats. Complete business trip. We said they were over there for a business trip. No leaving the hotels. No doing anything in Adelaide. Just completely hotel basis. And it was a no fun trip. Get in, get out. They were really, really good in grim, greasy, disgusting conditions. Really.
Yeah. I must say, though, 76 points isn't really a business win. They're starting to have some fun.
That's a statement. They did look like they were having fun. Jeremy Cameron and Dempsey definitely were having fun out there.
Oh, yeah.
They were really having... Jeremy Cameron is just like... He beat Port by himself. He kicked 7-1. He loves playing Adelaide. I feel like every time he goes to Adelaide Oval, he does something crazy.
Yeah.
Or just goes off. I just loves the ground.
Yeah.
It's a great ground. He loves playing. And so is Ollie Dempsey. Kind of looks like me, people are saying.
He definitely does.
Yeah, you reckon? You see it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a stud. I'll take that. He's an absolute stud. He is playing some unreal football at the moment. And I think maybe I've seen a lot of stuff on socials that he's now best friends with Gary Ablett Jr.
Interesting.
So that seems a little unfair to be like given a best friend by Geelong. I'm not sure if that's on the payroll. But that seems like an unfair advantage that, he comes in the league. Who's your best friend? Oh, Gary Ablett Jr. That seems like, are they paying Gaz to be a best friend? It'd be like Cashier, his best friend's Buddy Franklin.
Well, I mean, if you throw it back to school days, remember there was a buddy system in place,
Yeah.
And it worked. So I like to believe, I think that's a really good tactic. Like, if you come into the club, this will be your friend.
Yeah. Gaz is definitely getting paid by Geelong for sure.
Oh,
to
yeah.
hang around the book. He's
Just
hanging
a
around
vibe.
Baz now as well.
That's a very interesting duo.
Baz is trying to be that born again Christian again, I reckon, for sure. Hey.
Now that I'd love to see.
Baz might be a born again, for sure. I think so. Yeah. Good vibe. I rate it. If that's what makes you play good football, for sure. 100%. I'm all about that. So if Gaz has got them down there, like doing some, he did some stuff with the Suns with Bible studying that with the players.
He did not.
I swear to God,
you're lying.
Have you not heard this stuff?
No.
So Gaz and a few of the boys there had like I don't know if it was a Bible study group, but it was like if you were heavily into Christianity, which again, totally respect, everyone believes in something. I don't believe in the Blues though. Everyone believed in something. They had like a prayer group and like a dedicated prayer room before the game that they'd go do some prayers and like have their own, like a pre-huddle before the actual huddle. All the boys that were really like heavily Christians and would read like a verse of the Bible and stuff in this private room opposite the physio room and then come out and join the rest of the boys.
How many people would that be?
Probably 3 or 4,
right.
depending on who's in the senior team. Yeah.
Do you reckon there was a little bit of, I'll pretend so I can get close to Gaz?
For sure, yeah.
You know,
I definitely came in reciting some verses one day,
Yeah.
like Gaz. John 3:16.
Yeah, oh, mate.
It's one of my favourite ones. But no, he did that. He did that.
There you go.
So I think he might be doing, maybe he's doing the same thing down there because Ollie's quite heavily into his Christianity as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's obvious if you're into that, you're going to be best friends.
That's true.
But outside that, what I'm saying is I think Gaz might be being paid to help these boys play better football outside of being like a Christian. I think he's been like, hey, Geelong, Shannon Neal. Like,
Sure.
do you need me to come and like help him a little bit? They're like, yeah, for sure. How much is it going to cost us? Contracting job. For sure.
How interesting.
Yeah, but he's a star. He's someone you want around the club.
Get him on the prayer roll.
Could be. I'm see what we did there.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. So, yeah, I got you. No, they were good though. They were really good. Chris Scott did have a go at the umpires after. He's like, yeah, this stuff sucks. We need to work this out. So that won't go down well with League HQ. But they're legit. Kind of I think we write them off every time they lose because it's like, oh, there's Geelong. Maybe they're aging. Maybe we just don't believe them. Maybe they got hot. But now when they win and win like this, you go, oh, yeah. Reminder, they're just really good at football.
It's actually a really good point. Like, you're allowed to lose sometimes.
Yeah, and it feels like we don't let them lose.
Yeah, we go, oh, it's done.
Yeah, they're done. They're done. No way. So, no, it feels like they're very much right in this thing, for sure. Also, big hammy awareness game, this one for everyone.
Yeah, wasn't it?
A lot of people did hamstring. So, Jason Horn-Francis, Bowes, Jones, and Danger. So, Danger was due for his annual hamstring. He's done it now. So, he got that out of the way nice and early as well. Port suck. Sometimes they're good and then sometimes you go, oh, just like gave up so easily.
They got to stop being blown out like this.
Stop, yeah. Someone's going to be like, hey, guys, like we cannot get bent over like this. Like 70, they now have more 75-point losses than West Coast. Ken is going to get run out of town. It's actually going to be sad to see this decline if it keeps going this way because the question going into their season was always going to be like, okay, they've got a succession plan. Everyone kind of hated it. The only people that liked it was Port and Koshi. And now that it's happening, it's like, the question is, does this whole succession plan even work? Because if the season is most likely going to be over, which let's be honest, it probably is over.
Yes.
Then why not just let Josh Carr figure it out now, coach the team, see what he likes, see what he doesn't like, what moves can he make, what does he need, what pieces does he want to go out and get in the offseason instead of being like, oh no, you can figure that all out when Ken leaves. Like the most natural thing I'd want my team to do is like, okay, put the best person for our future in right now because we're not doing shit all this year. So, I don't know.
The difference is, though, that you're used to having a bit of a carousel of coaches at Carlton. And sometimes there just needs to be a bit of respect for someone who's done a lot for the club.
Get him out.
Yeah, that's very much. You slip once, we're onto you.
That's the difference between, I think, maybe I was going to say big four, but like a team who has won the most. When you've won so much, it's like every year you go into like, no, we're winning again.
Yeah.
I know we're wooden spooners, but our expectation is we win. So at this club, like Carlton, Collingwood, Richmond, not even because they've won so much already, but like those, like Essendon, a little bit as well. It's like, no, you win or you get your ass out of there.
Sure.
Where Port's like, oh, it's just been the same guy for 13 years. We're okay with this. So I don't know. I'd want Josh Carr coaching my team if I was Port.
Yeah, okay.
Knowing where the season's going. And it just feels like it's probably going to be a season where Port fans go, okay, we're going to get absolutely blown out in some games, and we're going to have our hands tied to this thing because we can't make any changes. Like, that's how I probably would feel as a Port fan. I call my grandma. She's absolutely ropeable. My grandma is so angry.
Really?
Yeah, she's supported Port all her life, and she goes, "This is just the worst situation."
I thought you were all Crows.
We were. She's a bit of a black sheep in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went real rebellious, so... and we don't speak to her anymore.
Well.
So she tried to contact me. I said, "You know what you're doing. It's illegal." Restraining order on you, Nana. No, she's an absolute sweetheart. I love Bev. And also, Ken drinks a shit ton of Pepsi.
Really?
So much Pepsi. It's just like, whenever they cross down to him, he's just necking a can of Pepsi. So I don't know, like...
Max?
Nah, he strikes me as a full shug guy.
Full shug?
Yeah. Next time, when you watch them games...
Pepsi watch, okay.
You watch him, he'll just be like, down by 60, like, oh, fuck it. Let's have another Pepsi.
We got to get him one of those helmets with the...
Yes.
two cans
Oh
on the
my
side.
God.
Imagine that.
If I'm Ken and I know this season's going like to shit, and I know I cannot get sacked, I'm doing everything. Like, everything would be so funny like that.
Yes.
The cans on either side of the helmet. Like, I'm doing the most rogue stuff. That'd be my memory going out.
That image is so clear in my head with two straws coming down.
Yeah. Big Ken Pepsi watch. Saturday night, primetime. Bombers should never be on primetime again after this. Dogs did what we thought they would do. Absolutely beat the shit out of the Bombers. 91-point winners. I'll say it again. 91-point winners. The Dogs, they were fun and dangerous. I've now upgraded them to premiership contenders.
They don't look fun anymore. It's frightening.
Now it's scary and dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, that was really, really scary. They're such a good football team. They're at anywhere, anytime football club. They'll come to you. You'll come to them, and you get the business regardless.
Yeah.
That's the transaction. They're so skilled. The ball is literally like, you watch that game, the ball did not stop. It's like they hate stoppages. Like, it always just moves. Handball chain, kicks, little like over the top handballs, little grubber kicks, little pat outs. Like, the ball always, it's like they're playing hot potato.
That is so accurate. That's why I just feel like, I remember when we played them, I went, I don't even feel like we're being that bad right now. We just
can't get our hands on the ball.
Yes,
like, that's the
what
thing.
we do.
You might not be playing good football against them, but you just cannot get the ball. And when you do, you turn it over, and it's like, oh, here comes a hot potato back at me. Like, over and over again. This was generally hot potato ball. Like, it just kept flinging around under the dome. They're so skilled as well, so they can do it. Like, they must just train all these crazy scenarios to, like, tunnel ball handballs, like all these weird positions instead of your traditional, like, oh, let's do some circle work.
Yeah.
This is very nice of feet. I think Bevo must be like, no, let's do chaos ball. Let's always keep this thing moving. I love him as a coach. I love him. He comes up with the best game plan for their players. Like, it all comes around and is based around their strengths. He has their backs. He doesn't take shit from anyone. He said the stuff about Kosh this week.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, oh, the media asked him about the Willie stuff again a week past it. So brought it up. Don't know why they brought it up, but they did bring it up. And he was like, did you hear Koshy's comments? Koshy kind of insinuated that your players were racist towards Willie. And Bevo said, absolutely not. I cannot believe he said that. Now, I'm not looking for an apology, but our players, our people don't do that. I'm not looking for an apology, but I'll remember that next time we play him. So got a bit of dog in him, a bit of bark, which I absolutely love. So, and his players, they turn like that. They play like that. Like Riley West, he's a dog. Hit Archie Roberts with the too small torn after stiff arming into the car park at Marvel.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest stiff arms of all time.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Then you have Bailey Dale, 49. Now, I don't want to tell Brad Scott how to do his job, but I reckon if Bailey Dale is on track to have 50 at halftime, I'm probably going, hey, hand up to my coaching staff. Is this guy getting as much ball as I think he's getting? Should we put someone on him, or should we just let him do whatever he wants out there?
I mean, 49, I'm looking at it now, looks so out of place.
It's so ridiculous. And that's after, during the week, someone, I think it was Champion Data, came out and said, yeah, this guy's the best kick in the comp. Like, so maybe if that comes out and he's had 25 on you, and you've seen him in the flesh have 25 on you, you go, oh, maybe we should sit someone on him. But didn't do that, so that's always going to be bad time. And they're great. They're great. The Dogs kicked 9 goals before Essendon kicked 1. The mercy rule should have definitely come in. So Bombers turn into frauds. When you turn into a fraud when you're 42 points down in the first quarter.
Yeah. 5 goals, not good enough.
Nope.
I got to say, one person that I need to give massive respect to, Tom Liberatore.
Yeah.
He's having one hell of a season.
In the white boots too.
He's
a dog. He's a real dog.
I love him.
Yeah. He's so they're a fun team to watch. They're a fun. The Dogs are a fun team to actually, if you don't support them, to root for.
Absolutely.
They play a good brand of football and they give you the business and they got a bit of attitude. I love a bit of chewed in the team.
Yep.
They've got a lot of that as well. So I'm all about them. I can't wait to see them do their thing against Geelong on Thursday. Big game, which will hopefully got some stuff going for that for Wednesday's episode.
Ooh.
But I can't wait to watch them in prime time again more often in the back end of the season. Bombers. So my big thing when I was thinking about them was you don't really get to pick who you back for as a person. Like your parents raise you up and they kind of lead you down a path of you should go for this team.
Yes.
Right, wrong?
Absolutely.
So if I'm an Essendon fan and I'm 15 to 30 years old, I'm just absolutely livid, filthy with my parents for making me support them. Like to a point where I'd probably today remember what happened on the weekend and just send a no context fuck you to them. Like how dare you do that? Like that is just, it's not fair. I think the same boat you could say would be Carlton fans, St Kilda fans, Freo fans are in that boat of how dare you parents do this to me? Like what did I do to deserve this? And that's kind of why I haven't picked a team for Poppy. Everyone goes, who's Poppy go for? She go for the Blues. I go, absolutely not. Like, because I don't want to put the stuff on Poppy, like the scarf, for instance, or like a little beanie. You haven't seen any merch yet. I don't want to do that to her because I don't want to feel like a bad parent when the Blues disappoint her eventually and break her heart.
Yes.
Like that, I'm not going to wear that as a parent.
No, because that is on you.
It's on me. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving that stuff. I'll feel like the world's worst dad if that happens. So I'm going to let her sort out completely because I don't want to be a parent that has done what all our parents have done to us. So she is free to pick any team. And I'm okay with that.
Collingwood? She's free to pick from a lot of teams.
That would crush my soul.
Yes.
But she is free to pick any team. Any team. There will be, if she picks Collingwood, there'll be a lot of the, are you sure though?
Yeah, okay.
Like, are you 100% sure?
Yeah, I won't buy you a Guernsey yet.
But are you sure?
We'll give it a year, see how you feel.
Yeah. But that's on them. So, I mean, if your partner is an Essendon, Carlton, St Kilda, Freo fan, like, you know they're not going anywhere. They're loyal because they've been through some bad times. They haven't gone anywhere with their teams. They're going to stay with you forever. But they're so bad. Essendon are so bad. They're so bad. Bad thing was going to happen to them. We saw it coming. The bad thing is definitely here. It arrived in the form of a bulldog, and now it'll arrive in the form of a slippery slope.
Yes.
The slide's back well and truly. So let's see what they do with the backup. I think the slide will be out. We can wheel the slide out for them. On Sunday, good. Sunday's dishing up some great games.
Sunday's the new Saturday.
Sunday is the new Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday, 2 weeks in a row, has been unbelievable football. Chorus has been joined firstly. Northwind battle of the bottom four teams, beating Tigers by 4 points. Now, for some reason, again, the Sunday slot, two teams that stink are putting on a hell of a game for everyone. A weird game. I've never seen so many tackles, stoppages, so many targets missed. Both teams tried so hard to lose the game. Richmond tried harder. They lost it. It was a weird game. Also weird because the Kangaroos pick that they gave to Richmond is also on the line here.
Yes.
So if Richmond really wanted to bury him and make it impossible for them to jump out of 17th, so Tigers get that pick 2, it would have been a good game for them to win, just to put him down a bit deeper to make sure of it. So Richmond were good. Like, they were really good. I don't know if both teams were really good or really bad.
It wasn't great.
Okay, so both teams were really bad.
Yeah.
But they were really good at putting on a good performance, which made them seem like they were really good.
Sure.
And they had really all the play in the last quarter and just couldn't get the job done. Like it was very much I don't think we have the skill set to pull this off yet, but we're trying so hard to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of effort from everyone out there. A lot of effort from both ruckmen. The big talk was like, oh, there's been 137 stoppages. There's been the ruckmen are tackling each other. Sorry, the ruckmen were only tackling each other because their options were, I'm either going to take it out of the ruck and get a clearance and boot it forward, or I'm going to take it and the other ruckman's going to tackle me. It wasn't like them doing crazy chase down tackles, so much pressure. It was like just their own contest.
Yes.
That's why it looked like that. So, I mean, as a Richard fan, I wouldn't be annoyed. You got Sam Lawler, who's a guy. He's huge. Like, he's so fast. He's definitely going to be a stud for a long time. I have no idea why he's not the number 4. I'd probably give it to him. Maybe it's an audition year for him for the number 4.
That's smart.
To say, look, if you are that guy, then we'll give it to you, but we need to see a year of work before we give you a 4.
Yeah, an audition year.
Yeah.
I like that.
But I wouldn't be annoyed as a Richmond fan because if like stuff starts going shit and it's hit the fan and you probably sure, you have some teething issues. But if that does happen, you feel shit about what your club's doing this year, you just go back and watch the 17, 19, 20 highlights.
Not a problem.
And you go, hey, life's pretty good. This
Yeah.
happened literally 5 years ago.
Yes.
Like the best 3 years of my life. So that's fine. So they're okay. They're okay. A free hit for them completely. And North finally get a win. Never played, they never really played on the MCG. And then they get the first win on the G, the Loud House, for the first time since 2017. So, as we said, complete stoppage fest, 137 stoppages. But they bone the Tigers. They shin bone them completely.
Yes.
They get a win. Morale will be good. The vibes will be high. Harry Sheezel was saying after the game, yeah, this was a game where we finally believe and bought into Clarko's game plan and trusted each other. I thought a bit weird.
Yeah, so you're saying it only takes us to play one of the worst teams in the comp
For us
and
to believe
then
in the
we'll
game
believe
plan.
in him.
Yeah, so now they're all about him. They bought into it. Toby Pink's my new favourite cult figure.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
I love him so much. What a stud. Like, takes that mark to win the game. Sure he's going to make a few mistakes, 100%. But then he does some things you go, you're just amazing, Toby Pink. Like, you're so, so good. I don't know how you do it, but you're great. Did a mark, did a few, like, I think he did a chase down tackle as well in the last quarter. Like, I love Toby Pink. I think he's the best. I think he's absolute best. He's my new favourite fullback, for sure. So, well done to North. Now, I don't know how long this lasts for because you had that win against Melbourne and we all felt like the tide was turning. Maybe will this be a change of the tides? Will we actually continue with it? Or will it just be like to next week, oh, now we sting again?
Well, against the Pies, yes, probably.
Well, definitely going to sting again. But that's always been the big issue. Unless last year they almost pushed the Pies.
Oh,
Remember at
true.
Marvel? That was a game up by
Yeah.
like 50 points at half time.
That was a bloody good game, yeah.
So hopefully they can. I'm a big North fan this week for sure.
Oh.
So well done to them. And their midfield is so deep. That's why they won this game as well. They have 4,000 mids that roll through there. So they're just going to beat you in the midfield. Then we went to Brisbane. I'm so sorry to Melbourne fans because you and I are a bit mean to them. We said this would be the biggest walkover we've probably seen.
I didn't see this coming at all.
Neither did I. They could cancel the Sack Goodwin papers, stop them from going to press. Melbourne are back, 11-point wins. Massive, like so big. I did not see this coming at all. I've got no idea how they've really done this. They were 4 goals down this game, then turn it around like the third and the fourth, late in the third, then all the fourth. Hadn't won last quarter this year. And then what do? Let's go and win a last quarter in Brisbane, knock off the reigning premiers. Just like such big balls and guts on them.
Yeah.
And you know what? Goodwin's a fucking coach. That was a fucking move. To be like, no, we're not going to go on shell here and try and defend this thing. Let's actually get the ball moving forward. Milkshake's Melksham was unreal. Bailey Fritsch came onto the ground.
Yes.
Fuck it. Move. Get him going. He was really good. So I respect when a coach can do that. The boys responded. Max Gawn might be the greatest thing that's ever happened to Melbourne. He is still unbelievable. Like when he retires, every Melbourne fan is going to cry uncontrollably. But it's going to be the saddest day that they've had in a long time.
I think you retire the number.
Retire number for sure. He was so big for them. Once again, 22 touches, 46 hit-outs. All Shane Taylor has 100% started making that jacket. Like that's his for sure. I think the record's 8.
Right, okay.
I think he's got the record. No. I should know, but no, someone will know. I think he's going to get the record, though, for sure. He's dominating games. Like, he's slimmed up. He's now so fit. I think he's dropped a bit of muscle and is trying to be like a bash and crash ruckman. He just runs you off your feet. He says, I'll run you around this ground. So you're so tired, you can't do anything. You got it there?
Interesting. Yeah. Robert Harvey with
Has
8.
7. Has 8.
Yep.
So does Max have 8 or 7?
I'll check that in a second, but I
Okay.
do know he's tied with Gary Ablett Sr., Jr., Patrick Dangerfield, Lance Franklin, Mike Rashudo. They're next in line.
Really?
Yeah.
On 8 as well, 7?
I think that...
7.
Absolutely, yeah. And then...
What does Gawn have?
Gawny has...
He must be on for 9, surely.
He's on 7.
7? Oh, okay, so he's going to tie the most.
Yeah.
I like that. I saw this comment. It summed up perfectly about Max Gawn. It's a bit weird. I'm not gay, but I want to live in a log cabin in the woods with Max Gawn.
Yep.
We won't ever have sex, but there'll be simmering erotic undercurrent as I stand in the kitchen window watching him tighten his ass as he chops wood, shirtless, sweat pouring off his body. I run upstairs and masturbate. The entire time forcing myself to think of women while my thoughts drift back to Big Maxie. I won't be able to cry, Max, and I'll eventually go back downstairs angry. Sometimes we'll look across the table at each other, sighs, and in that second, anything is possible, but we both deny ourselves and go back to what we were doing.
Can you just read the sentence again about what happens in the kitchen?
We won't ever have sex, but there'll be simmering erotic undercurrent as I stand in the kitchen window watching him tighten his ass as he chops wood. Man, it's like fans come up with like what's the weirdest comment I can comment to put on socials?
I love that.
Joey Lope, Big Cat Joey, from the Gold Coast. He always does weird comments. Don't believe those ones. They're not good. They're not good.
Speaking of Joey, I've just got something funny for you. So you know how I didn't send you the full article, I don't think, but we were in The Advocate, which is a paper in North Tassie, about, blah, blah, blah.
That.
Yeah. Firstly, written by
Bevo.
the Bev
Yeah.
show. Fantastic. But then it had a few of your quotes in it.
Oh, God.
And it was like, I think, I'm trying to remember exactly what was said, but it was essentially like, we're going to come down. I've got plenty of people, former players.
Yeah.
And you listed a couple.
Yeah.
And
KJ.
then you said Joey Lopez from Gold Coast. And Bev definitely thought that Joey Lopez was a Suns player.
No, did he? What did he say about him?
He put him in. Joey Lopez from Gold Coast will also be playing.
No, fuck no. Bevo's got that wrong. Don't give Joey that credit. You know what? Joey, my friend from the Gold Coast that we talk about, Big Cat Joe, which I just made up then. He's got a muscle cat Joe, we'll call him. I met him on the Gold Coast when I was playing there, playing basketball in the off-season. Highly legal, playing a social game for him, met him there, and then he became friends with us. Anyway, he'd come to the games and he couldn't sit with us, so he'd dress up in full Gold Coast Suns gear, like reserves gear, trackies, spray jackets, all the slot, get my player badge and just come sit with the senior boys that weren't playing. And he completely like lived the lifestyle of a footy player.
That is brilliant.
Go down in the rooms, take ice baths with us, like come to our recoveries. This guy loved football so much. So on a Monday night, we'd be like, we've played Sunday, we're going to get an ice bath. He'd be like, yeah, I'll come. Like, what? It's like, yeah, I'll come in an ice bath with you. Get in the car with us, sit in the ice bath with us, do recovery.
Is this at the club or there was a gym? No, what? No one
picked him up. It just used to come to everything.
What the?
Yeah.
Whatever's going on the Gold Coast during that time it's just the Wild West.
Muscle cat. Back to D's. D's were good. D's were really good. If they kicked straight, they would have won by so much more. Like they were really good. I'm really impressed by them now. I don't know if there's like a thing where, because they're a bit like the other teams, seesaw up and down. It could be a turning point, or it could be a real we fucking hate each other in a couple of weeks vibe.
Yeah.
So we'll wait and see on that. But Goody gets to keep his job for a little bit longer. And Brisbane, I fucking knew it. Now experiencing that delayed hangover. And that's the worst hangover. You know when you don't think you have one? Like say you go on a sad day and you wake up Sunday, you go, oh my God, I've escaped the scaries. This is great. And then Monday comes around and you're like, oh, freight train.
And you know why? It mostly happens because then on the Sunday you wake up with a bit of a surprise spring in your step. You know what you do? You normally have a couple more drinks.
Yep, and you're good. And then Monday, like, no, this is the worst. I feel so bad. Then Monday, Tuesday, then you can feel good a bit Wednesday, and it's like really just the worst delay ever.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing you do.
But then how good's Friday? You forget that you were
Well,
hungover at all.
Yeah, you're back again. You're back again. So that's where they're at. They're in the worst kind of delayed hangover, or maybe that this is the hangover they're in right now. Draw to North, lose to Melbourne at home. That could be the hangover itself.
That's true.
So they could be in it. Could be gone next week. But I knew they were frauds. I fucking knew it. I had my vibes about them to start the season, but they won a few games, and I had to give them some respect.
Yes.
But I had that undercurrent. I was like, no, these guys are frauds. Under that beard there, they're a fraud.
They're frauding up.
I guarantee it. And they just proved me right. So they drew, as we said. Now they lose. Like, I knew it. I was impressed by Darcy Yarden, though. Kick 4. It was really good. So they've got a real problem with bottom teams this year. Like, they don't know how to put that foot in the throat mentality.
No.
And I don't want to write them off as being contenders, but I've got some serious concerns about them being able to put teams away now, for sure. So I'm not going to write them off at all, obviously, because they're very good still. They're near the top of the ladder, I think they're second still, so they're going to be around the mark. But I've got some concerns around what they do and how they fix it.
Yep, we'll see.
So we'll wait and see.
And that's it, wasn't it?
No, and then we have the last game. Danger game was so dangerous. It was dangerous from the outset. It was dangerous when you got to the start line and get to look at it. It was dangerous at halftime. Throughout, this was just the worst experience for St Kilda fans. Do you want to take the floor? Like, how are you feeling? Because I could say a few things, but I don't want to really demolish you right now.
Well, can you, run me through what happened in the first half? Because I landed, I want to say I could access commentary. It's 10 minutes to go in the second.
Okay.
So what did I miss in the first?
So the first quarter you missed just West Coast definitely coming out to play.
Yep.
Like you missed all that. Saints sort of hung with them. West Coast did a few things. They put Harley on Nass, so I don't know if that was like a Harley trying to bash Nass up, but I don't know if it worked or not. I didn't really take notice of Nass that much, so it must have worked. But the first call was very much like, oh, this is a game. It wasn't a rollover job from West Coast, where normally 15 minutes into their games, you go, oh, rolled over. Go for it. But that didn't happen. And in the second quarter as well, it was like, oh, shit, the Eagles are really here to play. Like now they've done half of that. That's where it was. And it was very much like a Saints haven't prepared themselves for this. Like you could read it, you knew where it was going straight away. That's what happened in the first half. And the second half, it continued on. And the last quarter, it just broke down. Like floodgates started bursting.
So annoyed as well because it just felt like there was a moment there. There was a moment for sure.
I try to warn you.
Yep. I hear what you're saying.
Eagles song, full volume around the stadium. Long times. And old song too. Warned you. You go. Now, I'm very conscious of what to say because Carlton absolutely suck ass too. But you guys are so bad. You are so bad. Like, thank God you have Jack Higgins. Otherwise, this thing would have been so ugly. Kicked 5. Like, Nassie's 100% leaving you.
No, he signed a contract.
No, that fan. Nassie's 100% leaving. He's going to go to Adelaide. Tom DeConning is probably watching this on his couch going, absolutely no way do I want to be part of that. So not only have you lost Nass, you're going to lose Tom DeConning as well. And you lost to a team that was 0-9. And we were questioning maybe they should play like a VAFA team to see how bad they are, just to get a gauge on them. And now you're that team. I don't know how you fan. Like, you know it's bad when everyone in the league is going for a team that is so bad because we feel bad for them to beat the other team. You guys lost to that team. You're the new Carlton. You're the new Carlton. At least Richmond have proved that they're competitive. Like West Coast have proved that they're anything but competitive, and then you lose to them. You guys are so bad. Like that's a real pack the season. Surely now you can be like, okay, this season is going to be it. I know you're going to try and spin something positive here about, no, I actually really believe in our future, where we're going here. Your future's Bali. That's your future. I'd be going to Flight Centre right now and saying, hey, our future's laid out in front of us. We're going to Bali. We're going to have some bintangs. Last week, September, we don't want to be in Melbourne to see whoever's going to win it. We want to completely ignore it. That's your future. And losing a lot of money with some war chest. You're going to sign some player which you don't need who's going to take the money. So you're going to be broke as well. Broken shit. Man. I could keep going, but I don't want to. I know you don't want to be here today, so I don't want to break your soul too much because I feel like I've done a lot of that lately. And this game itself would have broken your soul. How'd you see it?
Oh, it wasn't fucking fantastic, was it, Daniel? I hated it from start to finish. It was really shit. I couldn't believe it.
You're that team. It's very hard. I know you're the MC, you're the vibes guy, so I'm very cautious that you can't really say anything too negative because you don't want the vibes to be bad for you. When's your next home game?
Next Sunday afternoon, 4:40 against Gold Coast at Marvel. Yeah, but I'm on the mic again, so you know.
Man, I feel for Saints fans. I don't know how they keep doing it. How long since the premiership?
Well, I don't know how many years, but it's 66.
Jeez. 66, pick up sticks and fucking lodge them in your eyes. That's where I'd be.
It was just a bit sad last night, to be totally honest. It was just a bit sad.
I'm embarrassed for you.
What?
It's actually because you're part of the company here. It's like embarrassing for the brand. It really is. People are laughing at us. We got SEN over there, our competitors, or whoever's our competitor. Actually, not them. They're old man media. Just laughing at us, saying, "Can't believe one of you, 50% of you, go for this team." So, come on.
Well, 100% of us also put money into the club too.
Oh, fuck! I forgot about that.
So, you know, let's just hold off how you speak.
Yeah, we do have an investment in this team. Where is he?
Well, he's had a 17-week ban or whatever he got for that, for pushing someone. Look, I'm a bit flat. There was some positives to take, for sure.
I had a positive out of it.
Oh, here we go.
Confirm that I'll never watch another Saints game live. I'm gonna listen to the radio from now on.
I wouldn't. It wasn't great.
It was horrible as well. But let's also give it to the Eagles. Like, they were very good. Like, that's the first game they've rocked up to be, let's actually play some football and look like a football team. And let's move the ball like a football team.
Yeah.
They had some good ball movement. Harley Reid's done really shit all season.
He really has.
And then he decided, I'm going to beat up on the week here. And just turned one on.
Well, that was my favourite thing to say, to be fair. It was annoying it was against us, but it was good to see that he had a bit of pep in his step, for sure.
2 goals, 15 touches, took a huge hanger.
Yeah.
So they were really, really good. Like, they played a good brand. They would have pushed most teams out there.
Thank you. That makes me feel better.
Pushed. Sorry. Pushed, Ollie. I didn't say win. Pushed them to play better football.
Sure.
Okay? So I'm big on Fly Eagle Fly. Like, I don't even go for them, but I for some reason I feel like I'm connected to that football club. Maybe because I think I want to be an Eagle when I maybe leave this world. That's
Okay.
kind of my spirit animal, but I'm big on them. I love them.
Mm.
I love what they're doing out there. I love that the fans rock up. They're very much like our AFL equivalent of Rosebery Thornbury. Rosebery Toorak. Like they show up and just try and show effort. I love they did that.
Yes.
So I'm big on them. Fly Eagle Fly. Who they have this week, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Probably going to win.
The West Coast Eagles, Adelaide Crows at Adelaide.
Oh,
Oval,
no, that's so much trouble. It's a battle of birds you don't want.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Round recapped. You've done it, mate. You're through it. You get to go home. You get to relax, unwind. I definitely avoid everyone in public for at least. You probably got till Thursday so you can see anyone in the public.
Well, I think it's probably the best thing for me is just to wait till the beard grows back. Like that
It does
is
need
just
to
a
grow
good,
back. Yeah.
the
feedback
timeline.
was pretty strong on it.
Pointed.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to Geelong, though.
Do we?
Well, I still am.
Is that in Geelong, that game, or MCG?
No, Geelong Bulldogs.
Oh, true. Yeah. No, we want to see fights for sure.
Yeah.
So we're working on trying to get Baz and Bont to come on to unpack that for us, which is, not the same time, but we want them to at least, it'd be great if they could put some fuel in the fire. Let's be completely honest. So we'll work on that for the round preview app on Wednesday. So thanks for doing footy with us. Look after each other. Tell someone you love them, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.